It is a single 12 megapixel sensor, and you have optical image stabilization. You have, different capabilities when it comes down to things like that. Now, is it perfect? I don't know. I'm not really looking for perfect. I'm mostly looking for good. And this thing has the ability of shooting 4K at 60, which that in and of itself is a huge plus and really did future-proof this specific camera. But you also have a lot of features built into this specific camera lens as well. It's not like this camera is, like a super outdated, ugly camera. Really, the only thing, and I think this may be the only problem that I have with the back camera, it's really only one sensor. And when you look at a lot of phones that have been coming out since 2018, they've all pretty much been having dual camera setups, if not triple or quadruple, sometimes even 5 camera sensors, I think. With the S9 Plus, that seems to be a better camera because you do have an additional lens on that. But this one, it's a single camera. You don't really have crazy functionality. Having that telephoto and ultra wide sensor, kind of capability is huge. And I always look at phones who have that capability and really applaud those because they just future proof those phones like crazy. With this one only having that single lens, it really doesn't help it, but it isn't too bad either. For a lot of people, as long as you're not filming anything crazy on your device, will be okay. But that front camera is the sensor I have more of a problem with. It's an 8 megapixel sensor. You also have a 2 megapixel iris scanner, which is always funny to say. Now, it can only shoot 1440p videos, which again, that kind of does date it because we do have the ability of shooting 4K nowadays on the front camera on pretty much every phone that comes out, at least every flagship phone. So that's another pretty big thing that dates it. If you're somebody who uses the front camera a lot, you make a lot of selfie videos, you post a lot of, selfies on Twitter, or you're doing a lot of videos or whatever using your front camera, you're definitely going to be having not the best quality here unless you do a lot of post-processing. Picking up a phone like a Galaxy S20 or your iPhone 12 Pro, whatever, you're going to see a bigger differences on the front cameras on those phones than on the back camera between these. So that's really pretty much how I'd sum it up. And that's kind of how I've been talking about a lot of these phone cameras that have been coming out recently, especially these used ones, just because the front cameras I feel like have made a huge improvements, where the back cameras are still, making huge improvements, but the quality is, still there for sure. Now, software-wise,